Hello, hello. This is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me for my Tickle Tuesday video. Today I decided to make another card in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and this time I used the pinks. And this card is a split card. I learned of this technique. There are several kinds of split cards, but I learned this particular technique from Patty Dolan, another Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And so we're going to go ahead and put this card together. I'm using all sorts of things here. My ink is going to be boho blue today. And I'm also going to be using the boho blue ribbon. We're going to be using as our adhesives the Stampin' Dimensionals and the multi-purpose liquid glue. My embellishments, of course, will be the ribbon and the rhinestone basic jewels. Then I also will be using painted lavender die set or dies, and these are the two dies that I am using, the flowers and the leaf. And then I'm going to be stamping the stamps that I will be using. Oh, my paper's going all over the place here. Go to greetings. I'm going to be using the thinking of you and sending you lots of love and hugs from our heartfelt hexagon photopolymer stamp set. Okay, so that gives you a brief look at it. The colors I'm using today are, let's see if I can turn this over. Here we go. The colors I'm using are Bubble Bath and I will be using Basic White. And then a couple sheets from the Flight and Airy. And actually, it's one sheet just turned over. Okay. So I have two pieces of those. You don't have to worry about any measurements or anything like that because it will all be on my blog page, and I will give you the address to going there in a few minutes when I'm closer to the end of our video here. The first thing that you want to do is get a piece of 5 1/4 by 4-inch thin piece of paper. This is just copy paper. Okay, you don't need any cardstock or anything that heavy. The copy paper will do. And then you'll need a ruler and a pencil. And on the left-hand side, you are going to want to make a mark at a 1/2 inch and then a 1/4 inch just below that. All right. And then on this side, let's see, we want to go from the top, I believe, and we want to mark it at 3 inches there. Then on the bottom, we want to do 3 inches from the left-hand corner there. Then we're going to draw a line from this 3 inch to that 1/4 inch. Just like that. Whoops, not quite that far. All right, let's fix this up here. I'm gonna turn it over and do it again because my marks were not right on the edge of the paper, so it goofed it up. So I'm going to do it again. We'll do a 1/2 inch here and a 1/4 inch from there. Then we go over on this side and we go 3 inches down. Then we go to the bottom and we do 3 inches over. Okay, and the closer you can put your tick marks to the edge of your paper, the better you will get your measurements. So that's why I turned it over and tried again. Okay, so we're going to line this up and we're going to draw our lines. Just like that. Okay? Then you can take your paper snips and cut those. This is making your template so you get the pieces that you need. Okay, so those are the 3 pieces that you have. What you want to do is you want to take your the bottom piece of your DSP is just going to be left like this. But the top one, we're going to cut out these pieces. Now you can, if you wish to, because I just had that one on the bottom. But what another thing that you can do is you can just cut them out and use just this piece and have this as by itself. Just put that on top of it. I'll show you what I mean when I get this cut out. But what we're going to do is I'm going to take my trimmer. Oh, I don't need that out. Okay. And we're going to take this top piece and we're going to lay it on here as squarely as we can with the corner and edges. And then you're going to put those tick marks right where it needs to cut, and you put it as close as you can, and then whoop, cut down. Make sure you get the right blade. All right. So as you see, I have that. Okay, then I'm going to put this up here, or on this side, where I had drawn my other line, and I'm going to line those up. Oh, this one's a little crooked, so we're going to square it up a little bit. Make sure that I get it right where it belongs. Oh, I moved my paper, doggone. Here, maybe if I do it this way, it'll work a little easier for me. You have to play with it and do what's best for you. I think I got that a little off, actually. So I'm going to try this again. Somehow something moved. So I'm just going to trim this a little better. There we go. Now I got it the size I needed. All right. What I was saying before about this third piece is that if you wanted to, you could make your card so that that was still the lower end, but and then you could just put this in here and not put anything else and just have that as your decor. Up to you what you'd want to do. Or you could cut this one out and leave this as your base or your top layer. So it just depends on how you want to do it. You can play with it and fool around with it and decide what you like best. Okay? All right. We've got those done. The next thing I want to do is my stamping. And I'm using the Sending You Lots of Love and Hugs. Oops, I got the wrong size block. Let me get the correct one. All right. I grabbed the wrong stamp too. Boy, I'm not doing very well today, am I? All right, where's the one I want? Here, this is the one I want. It's on there crooked. Let's get it straight. There we go. Using the boho blue ink, and I'm just going to put this center down a little bit on the inside of my. This is going to be our inside layer. Then on this one, I'm taking from my go-to greetings, thinking of you. And this is from the oval punch. I should show you that punch too. But we have an oval punch that we use, and I'm just using one punch from it. Okay. This is our oval punch. It's got two, one with a solid cut and the other one with a scalloped cut. Okay. So we have those all set. Then I'm going to take, this is 4 1/4 by 11 inches. And we're going to fold this over and make this our base card. Make sure I get my corners matched up. Take my bone folder and burnish that really good. Okay, so our card is going to open this way instead of what you normally would do. All right. And I'm going to start by, let's see, do I want to do it this way first? Yeah, I think I do. I'm going to start by putting this come on. On my top layer or my outer layer. And then I call these my top layers. And then one thing that Patty did, and I thought it was really a cool idea, is she took two 1/2-inch strips, and I would make them about 5 inches long, just to make sure that you can get all the way across. But you're going to line them up on here and just give it a little bit of an edge that will help it stand out on your card. So I'm going to go ahead put some glue on there. And then I'm just going to put it up real close just to give it a little bit of a border, I guess you could call it. Just much. You won't see a whole lot of it. It's just going to be a little bit. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Oh, right there. And then I will take my paper snips and I'm just going to trim the ends. This one's over just a little bit too far. I'm wondering if I can squeeze it over if it's too late. There we go. And then right there. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put dimensionals on these. I have 2 of my regular dimensional pieces here, and because this one is empty, I don't want to waste anything that can be used. So I'm going to cut this and use these on here. See, I think I'm going to do it on that edge right there. And then I'll use this one for this side. And then I'm going to save those two for this piece, and I'm going to take some of my smaller dots and just put them on here. Did I go too far with that one? I did. Shoot. Let's see. There we go. Alrighty, and same thing over here now. All right, now you're not going to be able to fit it all on here, of course. They'll only go so far. Oh, that one even went over a little bit. I have to cut that off. And then use the rest of these. There we go. All right, let's take the paper off of these. And we're going to square it right up with our 5 1/4 piece that's on there. 5 1/4 by 4. And it'll stand up a little bit. And you can see that pink just gives it a little bordered edge there. And it makes it look really nice. And we're going to put this one right square in that corner. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to take my die cut pieces and I'm going to put some glue on them. Quickly grab my silicone craft sheet because the glue can get messy and very sticky. So I'm going to put these upside down. And I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to put a thin strip of glue on the ends of these. And the reason we use the silicone craft mat is not only because it can get messy and get glue everywhere, but it also cleans up so easy. All right, I'm going to put this right in here. Oh. And then I'm going to cross my flowers over those. Like so, and it looks like I might have to add a little more glue on it. Maybe not. Whoops. There we go. Like that. Then I'm going to take my boho ribbon, or textured ribbon, and I'm just going to cut some off here, and I'm going to make a bow. My fingers are so full of glue that I'm having trouble manipulating this right now. I can see what I need, I just can't grab it. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm going to see if I can trim these frayed pieces a little bit. There we go. And then I'm going to take my mini glue dots. And I have to reach way over because they're across the table. And I'm just going to put a glue dot on the back of that. And I'm going to put it right there across where all those come together. All right. Then I'm going to take my inside layer. Once you get your measurements and everything, this card is really easy to assemble. And I had fun making the first one, and there we go. All right, and then this one, because this is already up on dimensionals, I'm only going to put glue on this side, and I'm going to put a dimensional piece on the other side. So that way they will be the same height when we put this on. There we go. All right. Then the last thing that we need to do is add our gems. And I gotta find where, oh, there they are. And there's 3 here that kind of got caught when I was putting the package back together. So these are 3 that I would like to use inside. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right away. And one more. This kind of dresses up the inside as well. There we go. And then we are going to do the outside of the card. I'm going to put one down here, one over here, and one right there. And there we have our other card. So I hope you enjoyed that today. These are really a lot of fun to make, and they're so pretty. And I know that the recipient who gets these cards will be so thankful. And thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your being here. I'm going to quickly, let's see, get this up for you. There we go. You can go to my blog spot, Creating Cards with Sherry at blogspot.com, and you will have all the measurements that you need to do this card. And also the products will be listed there that you need. So thank you so much for joining me today. You have a fantastic day. By the way, I wanted to thank all of you who have subscribed to my channel and for your support. I am up to 400 or more now. I haven't looked at the exact number, but I knew I was only one away from 400, and I got a notice today that somebody had subscribed. So I know we're getting there. My goal is to get to 500 right now. And so I thank you for your support. Let your friends know that I'm here, and hit that subscribe button and the notification button, and you will get all the information that you need. On my video, I will also have the link to where in my blog spot you can get the instructions for this, as well as my shop address. So thank you so much. You have a fantastic Tuesday, what's left of it, and a great week, and I will see you again on Sunday for my Simple Sunday video. Bye now. Oh, wrong button.